Now, on Good Morning Northwest, what's going on behind the fire lines? We're bringing you the newest information on the destructive fires burning around the region.
Today, we see hot temperatures region-wide. Some areas may even see near record-breaking heat. More coming up in your First Alert forecast.
And we could learn a lot today about the case against former President Donald Trump and his co-defendants. We'll tell you what's happening in a Georgia courtroom today. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning, and thanks so much for starting your week with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, August 28th, marked with another week off. Allison Martinez filling in with your First Alert weather forecast.
Good morning. It is a warm morning here throughout the region. 65 currently in Spokane and 61 in Coeur d'Alene. You can see that beautiful beginning of our morning with just a little bit of haze, especially over in Spokane. Now, here are the 4 things to know for your Monday. It is a hot day ahead. We do have a bit of stormy conditions making their way through our region tomorrow, and we can also expect a 20-degree drop later this week, and we're seeing the beginning of an early fall pattern. Now we're taking a look at our air quality. We have been tracking this recently every single day, and we're currently in the moderate range. We can expect to stay here through today, and overall we've been here for quite a while, and we are happy in this place. And now as we take a look at our highs throughout the region, you can see it is a hot day region-wide. We even see temperatures in the hundreds in Omak, Grand Coulee. It is a hot day, so you're going to want to make sure you're prepared, drinking lots of water, staying hydrated. Now here's a look at our Monday planner. You can see our high for the day is 94 degrees. We're going to be at 93 degrees by 3 p.m. and we can expect hazy conditions throughout the entirety of our day. And as we move into the evening, we're not going to see too much relief. At 7 p.m. it is still going to be 89 degrees. And of course, I want to point out we're well above our average temperature today.
Allison, thank you. Police say a body was found in downtown Spokane early Sunday morning and had apparent traumatic injuries. The man was found about 1 a.m. near Wall Street and West Railroad Avenue. The Spokane Police Department says the Major Crimes Unit is now conducting an investigation. The identity of the man, along with his cause of death, will be released later. Anyone with information on what happened is asked to call Crime Check. The number right there on your screen, 509-456-2233. In Fire Watch coverage this morning, the Gray Fire that has scorched more than 10,000 acres near Medical Lake is 85% contained right now. Yeah, the wildfire has torched nearly 200 homes and buildings in its path since it started 10 days ago. Now, this is a look at the work firefighters have been doing to contain the fire. Inside fire lines, crews are actively patrolling and working to put out any hot spots they may still find. One way they've made progress is by using infrared drones to find smoldering material. Thanks to that technology and their tireless hard work, most people have been able to return to their homes. New information in the University of Idaho murders case. Attorneys for Brian Kohberger, the man accused of killing 4 U of I students in their off-campus home, are pushing to have cameras removed from the courtroom for the remainder of the proceedings. In a court filing Friday, Kohberger's team argues that camera operators have failed to obey an earlier instruction by Judge John Judge to avoid exclusively focusing on Kohberger. They cited multiple close-up shots that have been taken within the courtroom, including when Kohberger entered the room. They say this necessitates a, quote, expulsion of cameras from future proceedings because it, as they say, jeopardizes his ability to undergo fair judicial proceedings. In Georgia today, charges against former President Donald Trump will face a major test. District Attorney Fani Willis will lay out the details of her anti-racketeering case against Trump, his Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and 17 other co-defendants at a federal hearing. This will be the first time substantive arguments will be made in court about the 4 criminal cases brought against Trump this year. All right, back here at home, if your morning commute takes you across the Maple Street Bridge, you may need to leave a little bit earlier for the next few weeks. The city of Spokane is beginning a 10-week project in an effort to strengthen the bridge's capacity. Here's a quick look at traffic detours. The vehicle reroute is marked on your screen in light blue. Northbound lanes close at 8 at night, but they do reopen at 6 every morning. Southbound traffic is being reduced to 1 lane. This initial phase detour is expected to last until September 9th. Drivers are encouraged to follow the city of Spokane on social media for updates on the project. We'll pass them on to you. So if you're an early commuter, this is where it could really affect you. For sure. It is now 5 minutes after 6 o'clock.
All right, Allison Martinez again in for Mark Peterson. And yeah, we do have some stuff out there on the radar, don't we?
That's right. We have some relief from this extreme heat on the way. We're going to be seeing some rain tomorrow and Wednesday. We'll have more on that coming up in your First Alert forecast.
And I'm at the Northeast Community Center where you can get free school supplies for your kids this afternoon. I'll tell you how coming up.
And a college student tried going into the wrong house about 2 o'clock in the morning. Somebody inside shot him. We have that story after the break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Take a day off, skip Mondays, and be water-wise this summer.
Today through this Monday, save thousands of dollars on the best selection of trucks and SUVs. Plus, delay all payments until November 1st and get top dollar for all trade-ins during the Big Deal event at both Cal locations.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It smells so great in here already.
A ham-wrapped frittata? Oh, you gotta.
Pretty.
Then, Shark Tank's Barbara Corcoran plus Bobby Burke. Next, Rachel.
Watch Rachel today at 3 and 4 News Now at 5.
It is 6:08. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. This morning, an investigation is underway into what caused a United States Marine Corps aircraft to crash, killing 3 Marines.
Yeah, 23 Marines were on board when that Osprey crashed into an island in northern Australia Sunday morning during a training exercise. At least 5 others were injured. President Biden released a statement writing, "Jill and I send our deepest condolences to the families of the Marines who lost their lives in this deadly crash. We are praying for those who also suffered injuries." And the Osprey has had a patchy track record. 16 people have died in 5 other crashes involving the military aircraft since 2012, including 2 in a fiery crash in Hawaii in 2015.
In South Carolina, a college student who tried to enter a home in the middle of the night got the wrong address and was shot and killed. Police say they received a call of a home burglary, which was quickly updated to a shots fired call. When they arrived, they found 20-year-old Nicholas D'Onofrio, a junior at University of South Carolina, dead on the front porch. Police have so far not released the name of the shooter, nor have they filed any charges.
In Louisville, Kentucky, 6 people were shot Sunday outside a restaurant at 3 o'clock in the morning. 1 person died on the scene. Another died later in the hospital. Police believe shots were fired from outside. Police say they've been called to that business for disturbances before, and now the mayor says its lease will be terminated.
Good morning. Here is your 10-second takeaway. Expect a hot and hazy day throughout as we make our way through the evening. Expect rain and thunderstorms coming our way tomorrow, and our high is 94 degrees.
It is back to school time. Starting a new year of school can require, of course, new clothes, new school supplies, and lots more.
The Farmers Market in Hilliard is holding a community event today where you can get the stuff you need for school for free. Sydney Charles is live at the Northeast Community Center with what you can expect at that back-to-school resource fair. And hey, you can even get a free haircut there.
That's right, Derek. You can get a free haircut, free food. There's going to be music, all sorts of things at this back-to-school event. And I'm with the Associate Director of the Northeast Community Center. That's where this event is all going to go down. So how many people come together to create an event like this, Jenna, Ray?
So many partners. We have sponsors that come. URM Warehouse has volunteered and given us a lot of the school supplies you'll see today, communities and schools. And we also have our sponsors like AmeriGroup, who just gives us funding so that we can have the characters, have the face painting, have the balloons, have the food. And so we have a lot of partners that have come together. Some of the backpacks have been donated by Eastern Washington University. So they're really invested in those young learners and so that they can graduate successfully and go on to post-secondary.
Amazing. And do families need to bring any sort of identification or any ID to get in on these free items that they're going to get today?
No, you belong here. This is for all of us here in Spokane that have these needs. And we have such generous sponsors like our free haircuts. Black London's in Spokane is here. And so they'll be here to prepare your kids to look their best on their first day of school.
Amazing, guys. Well, you all heard it from Jenna. So this is going to be from 3 to 6 p.m. That's when the Back to School Resource event is, and it's going to be at the Northeast Community Center today. But we're going to tell you about some of those items coming up in 30 minutes. You can get today. And reporting in Spokane, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
So helpful for families.
Super cool event. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:12.
The Gray Fire torched their neighborhood. Coming up, the shock one family had when they were let back in to see the damage and the message they have for firefighters.
Hepatitis C, don't just treat it, crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it with Mavorite.
Cure it with Mavorite. Mavorite cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Mavorite stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Mavorite with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C, crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Mavorite.
Ask your doctor about Mavorite. AbbVie could help you save.
5 stars, all rise for To Kill a Mockingbird. Unmissable and unforgettable. A mockingbird for our moment. Beautiful, elegiac, satisfying, even exhilarating. A New York Times Critics Pick. Mockingbird is now the most successful American play in Broadway history. All rise for Aaron Sorkin's great play. Richard Thomas is Atticus Finch in Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird.
December 5th through 10th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Today through this Monday, save thousands of dollars on the best selection of trucks and SUVs. Plus, delay all payments until November 1st. And get top dollar for all trade-ins during the Big Deal event at both Cal locations.
I'm a proud WSU alum, and so working for a financial institution that supports WSU holds dear to my heart. What we're really excited about is this summer we're doing the Week of Welcome, and every year people look forward to this as we do a wonderful crop art, which welcomes all the students and the entry diplomamen when they come in, they're ready for back to school.
VCU has been affiliated with the Crop Art Project since 2019, so this is our 5th year working with Stan Hurd and WSU.
You know, when the students come, you can see them lined up for 27 miles coming in. Whoa, we're back, you know, hey, and everybody kind of connects a little bit.
It's really special to see a fun project like that come to life.
It's a visual representation of the support that VCU provides. It's a beautiful piece of artwork, and it's something that connects all of our alumni and students across the country, not just here in Pullman. So that's what I love about it, honestly.
Discover fall in Coeur d'Alene. Experience the hidden treasure of autumn in our serene lakeside town.
As the lively energy of summer subsides, the town embraces the tranquility of fall. Guests can unwind and find solace by the glistening lake. See for yourself why fall is Coeur d'Alene's best-kept secret. Book your fall foliage lake cruise overnight package now and make memories that will warm your heart for years to come.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mysticwa Casino Hotel in Chewelah.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. It's now 6:15. The devastation of the Gray Fire has many people feeling fortunate to have a home to return to.
4 News Now's Peter Choi spoke with a family who had just 10 minutes to pack all their essentials before fleeing the fire. Days later, though, they were stunned to see the home and the life they built still standing.
It's just an emotional roller coaster because you have hope and then you see the flames coming and you don't have a lot of hope.
A scary moment that no one anticipated to face.
And it actually burned under our propane tank.
Burning too close for comfort.
Once we evacuated out, we ended up driving over to White Road and we watched the flames creep down the hill.
That fire was threatening the property where John Parker and his family lived for years. His mind was flooded with anxiety and panic. His only thought was trying to save irreplaceable items.
We called my folks and asked them what they wanted out of the house and said we had about 10 minutes. And so we pretty much ran throughout the house and grabbed family pictures, anything that couldn't be replaced.
While seeing flames out of the windows, burning everything they touch. Parker says at the moment he thought he lost his home in the fire.
The next morning when the neighbor said he thought that he saw the house standing through the smoke, and then when we drove up the driveway and saw all of the retardant, I mean, the whole place was pink like the Barbie movie.
Thanks to aircraft making those drops, he says he was able to return to his home again.
Tanker pilot, whoever that guy is, I'd like to buy him a beer.
Parker says he sent thoughts and prayers for those who lost their homes in the fire, extending his thanks to firefighters who are still working to contain the flames.
You really can't thank them enough. And in talking to, I mean, they're just ordinary people doing their jobs and, in my opinion, doing it well.
In Medical Lake, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Yeah, we know for sure they saved a lot of homes in these fires. All right, we are still in peak wildfire season, though, here in the Northwest. So you do want to make sure you and your family are prepared in case you need to evacuate.
Yeah, we've been talking about this throughout fire season, but here is what an organization called Ready for Wildfire says you should have in an emergency go bag. Things like a first aid kit, prescription medications, and a change of clothing. Also be sure to include important documents like a passport or your ID. For even more tips on how to prepare in case you and your family need to evacuate, go to KXLY.com/firewatch. Here you go. Here's your live look this morning, talking about some hazy skies throughout. We are in the moderate category as far as air quality goes, so that's some good news.
Yeah, and we were expecting it to not only that haze, but to get real hot here today.
Right, all of that heat that we saw this weekend is going to continue and kind of come to a height today. We have a high of 94 degrees. It is a hazy morning, and these conditions are going to last throughout our day. And winds just 5 to 7 miles per hour, so you're not going to be seeing too much relief from those winds as we deal with these hot temperatures today. As we head into our evening, we have a low of 64 degrees. Again, not too much relief overnight as well, and winds again just 5 to 7 miles per hour. Now, as we take a look at our forecast radar, you can see it's pretty dry today, but that is going to change very quickly as we make our way through our Tuesday. Here's a look at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We're really going to start seeing some systems make their way throughout our region starting at around 11 a.m. That's when we have about a 40% chance of rain throughout the region. And as we head closer and closer into the evening, this is where you can see we have quite a bit of activity. We also have some chances of some thunderstorms coming our way, and that is going to be met with some gusty winds. So overall, we have a lot of different features to deal with on our Tuesday. And as we head throughout the rest of our evening, you can see that precipitation is really going to remain until Wednesday. Now, here's a closer look at exactly how much rain you you could expect in our forecast for these next couple of days. We're expecting about half an inch in Spokane, but really where we're going to be seeing the most action is in the Panhandle, and an inch in Sandpoint, an inch in Kellogg. Now, another thing that we have been tracking, our temperatures right now this morning are already pretty warm. If you're sending your kids off to school, you're going to want to make sure they're dressed cool enough to deal with this heat we have coming our way. 55 in 9 Mile, 57 in Spokane Valley, and 60 in Liberty Lake currently. Now, here's a look at our highs throughout the region. Like we said, 90s, even temperatures in the 100s in north central Washington. We have 100 in Omak, 100 in Grand Coulee, and these temperatures right there, those are near record-breaking temperatures. And since we do have some temps in the 100s, we want to remind you, of course, make sure that you're drinking plenty of water, staying in the shade or air conditioning when you can. It's best to take your pets on walks in the morning, and of course, make sure that you're checking on those in vulnerable groups. Now, here's a look at our planning forecast. As we said, we do have some rain and potential thunderstorms Tuesday, rain continuing on Wednesday, and we cool down quite drastically. Look at that jump between Monday and Wednesday. We'll be at 69 degrees, and as we go throughout the rest of our week, we cool down just to heat right back up again for the weekend.
All right. Yeah, looking forward to the possibility of that rain, though, tomorrow. We know we still need as much as we can get. Allison, thank you.
Sure do. It's now 6:21. Believe it or not, the Mariners are now in sole possession of first place in the American League West.
Yeah, we'll show you who came through in the clutch, sending Seattle to its 11th win in the last 12 games. Those highlights coming up after the break in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Spokane's hottest music.
Man, I feel just like a rock star.
Hot 96.9.
Set summer in motion with the most fun-to-drive Honda vehicles yet. Like the Civic, the vehicle car and driver called more fun to drive than the competition. And the HR-V, with sleek exterior styling and smooth, responsive handling. This summer, chase fun in the sun with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
What's in a name? A question that has never had more relevance. First American Title has been rebranded to Flying S Title and Escrow. Since 1905, we've been helping people protect their property rights. When the time comes to choose a title insurance and escrow company, the choice is clear: Flying S Title and Escrow. Idaho's longest operating, family-owned title and escrow company is now Flying S Title and Escrow. We're not new, but our name is.
What do you do when your employee gets hurt on the job? Here's a story about Jay. He got hurt at work and couldn't perform his normal duties. That's rough, but there's good news. You see, Jay works for TISA, and TISA wants to do right by her employee. She knows all about L&I's Stay at Work program, so TISA gets to keep a valuable employee like Jay on the payroll doing a light-duty job while he heals. And TISA gets reimbursed half of Jay's wages, up to $10,000. Now, that's what we call a win-win. Learn more at lni.wa.gov/stay at work.
Lewis Culligan, your local water experts since 1936. The world's most efficient water softener. Safer drinking water in every glass. Convenient, reliable delivery. Industry-leading technology. Here for every water worry.
Hello, I'm Lloyd Herman. If you need legal assistance due to an accident or an injury, put my 40 years of experience of dealing with the insurance companies to work for you. You'll have an appointment to speak to me within 48 hours. Lloyd Herman & Associates, 922-6600.
Coming out of the All-Star break, the Seattle Mariners were sitting at .500 on the season, and their playoff hopes were slim to none. But fast forward about 6 weeks, and the team has completely turned it around, becoming one of the hottest teams in baseball with no signs of letting up. And over the weekend, the team earned its 11th win in the last 12 games by sweeping the Kansas City Royals. And while Kansas City gave Seattle all they could handle, it was the veteran leadership of the M's that stepped up as both Julio Rodriguez and Teoscar Hernandez hit home runs in back-to-back games. And thanks to their recent success, the Mariners have now moved into sole possession of the first place in the AL West for the first time in a long time, as we are just about 5 weeks to go in the regular season.
It's definitely a tough team to play against. They play really well against us, and you have to respect those guys. They always step up, and they always ready to compete against us, so that's great.
It's really hard to sweep, teams. I don't care if you're playing young players, veteran clubs, whatever. You need a few things to go your way, but today was all about pitching, and we got to keep our head down and keep on rolling. The A's come into town tomorrow.
And like the skipper, Scott Service, just mentioned, the team will welcome in the Oakland Athletics for a 3-game series starting on Monday evening as Brian Wu gets the nod for the M's. Reporting in studio, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
Last time the Mariners were in first place this late in the season?
Yeah.
2003.
Whoa.
20 years ago. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, come on, Ems. It's now 6:25.
All right, before we head another break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America, starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Little League Heroes. El Segundo taking home the Little League World Series championship after a clutch home run in the last inning.
And this game is over! Louis Lappy does it again!
The player behind that homer telling GMA all about the dramatic final moments of the game.
It's like if I got on base, they would have driven me in, but we didn't need that to happen because I hit a dinger. It's an amazing feeling because it's so unique and not many people experience what I've experienced, and you just feel so excited, so happy.
And this isn't the only big sports story we're tracking. Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll also have a live report from the U.S. Open and the 43 American tennis players vying for Grand Slam glory. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Martial arts is my passion.
I work out whenever I can.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it can be tough.
My skin was so uncomfortable.
The itching was so bad.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
Today I'm going to ask you to use your lawn chemicals sparingly. Some examples are pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers. When the fertilizers and pollutants get into our waterways, they can impact the fish and impact our drinking water. So let's keep our waterways clean. Pollutants into the storm drain affect our fish and our wildlife and the overall health of our community. Some examples of pollutants are motor oils, RV dumps, paints.
To learn more about stormwater tips, go to SpokaneStormwater.org.
A local family's lives shattered by a shocking diagnosis.
Like adult dementia, it's just with your kids.
A cruel twist of fate for not one son, but two, and the dramatic steps they're taking to raise awareness and hopefully buy time. Tomorrow only on Good Morning Northwest.
Could you write a letter telling us what you're most thankful for?
Thank you.
Dear Dr. Latanza.
Before I met you, I couldn't write. Thank you for being
so kind. You've changed me for the better.
It is the caregivers on the front line that deserve our gratitude the most. Will you join with us in thanking all of the doctors, nurses, and therapists, making sure that all of us are getting the care we need?
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
I was scared, I was lost, and I felt hopeless. Even if I wanted to be adopted, who would adopt a 17-year-old?
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now Story Tracker with the stories you're reading about online this morning.
Well, tropical storm Idalia is expected to intensify into a hurricane today and make landfall in Florida on Wednesday morning in the Panhandle near Tallahassee. The storm's expected arrival this week has prompted Florida to deploy swiftwater rescue teams as local officials called for evacuations, announced school closures, and warned people to prepare their property.
Requests to ban books at public schools hit a 21-year high last year. And that is according to data from the American Library Association. There were more than 1,000 requests to censor library books in 2022, a 70% increase over the previous year. Texas and Florida are leading the way. Most of the books challenged were written by people of color or included LGBTQ themes. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Monday, August the 28th. Allison Martinez in for Mark Peterson with a look at that first alert forecast on what's going to be a pretty warm day across the region.
Yeah, that is correct. It's already pretty warm for this time of morning. It's 65 in Spokane and 61 in Coeur d'Alene. Nonetheless, it is a gorgeous morning. We have a little bit of haze in Spokane, and we can expect that haze to stay with us as we move throughout our day. Here are 4 things to know for your Monday. We have a hot day ahead. We can expect stormy weather making its way on Tuesday, and we also will be seeing a 20-degree drop. We also will be witnessing an early fall pattern in our weather. I know that's hard to believe given the temperatures we're seeing today, but we'll get there. We've been tracking air quality throughout our region, and we are in the moderate range. We've been here pretty consistently, and we expect to stay here through today. So overall, doing much better on the air quality front. Now, here is a look at our highs throughout the region. As we've been saying, it is a hot day today. We're in the 90s region-wide, 100 degrees in Omak, 100 degrees in Grand Coulee, and our high for the day is 94 degrees. We'll reach 93 by 3 p.m.
All right, Allison, thank you. Fire crews have the Gray Fire in Medical Lake 85% contained this morning. Inside fire lines, crews are still actively patrolling and working to put out any remaining hotspots. People with homes still standing are now allowed to return. The wildfire has torched nearly 200 homes and buildings. But about 50 miles to the northeast, crews are having a tougher time getting a handle on the Oregon Road Fire.
Here's what we know about that. It broke out 10 days ago and at one point had more than 1,000 crews working to put it out. Right now, a crew of 800 personnel have the fire at 41% containment. Almost 11,000 acres burned. This includes homes, businesses, and personal belongings that cannot be replaced. Level 1 and 2 evacuation levels are still in place. Take a look on your screen. This is the latest evacuation map for those living near Elk. There are no longer level 3 evacuations, but those living in the yellow regions are encouraged to be set to leave. Could change in a moment's notice. And green regions are level 1, so people living there should get ready to leave if they have to. Aerial support has been crucial to fighting this fire. Crews are using drone flights to determine hotspots within the fire lines, and aircrafts help douse the flames with fire repellent and water droplets.
In news around the nation, a 16-year-old student in Oklahoma was killed in a shooting during a high school football game. Police say it started with an argument between 2 men on the visiting side of the field. The 16-year-old was shot and killed, and at least 4 other people were injured. Police recovered 2 guns and 8 rounds of ammunition, but say they haven't arrested anyone yet.
The people in this community, they're hurting, and they have every right to. You know, this makes no sense. I am very, very angry right now.
The FBI is investigating the shooting in Jacksonville Saturday as a federal hate crime. 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmeter has been identified as the gunman who shot and killed 3 people inside a Dollar General store Saturday. All of his victims were black. Police say Palmeter entered the store armed with an AR-15 style rifle and a handgun with a white swastika painted on the side. He opened fire, killing 2 men and a woman before turning the gun on himself. ABC News reports the gunman may have also planned to target a nearby historically black university.
Well, fires in Maui have largely been contained, but investigations there are far from over. A spokesperson for Hawaiian Electric is denying reports the company may have removed evidence related to the wildfire investigation on Maui. Some people are suing that company for failing to shut down its power lines ahead of the fire, despite high winds and red flag warnings. The company says Hawaiian Electric is fully cooperating with federal, state, and local investigators and providing access to any equipment that workers removed.
A little boy in Spokane Valley is battling a very big, rare disease.
It usually causes seizures, are one of the first symptoms. Then loss of motor skills, loss of speech, loss of eyesight, childhood dementia, and then eventually it causes death.
That is Michael's mom. Michael is 6 years old and has an awful diagnosis, but that wasn't the worst of the family's news. The cruel hand they've been dealt with struck not just one of their children, but two. I will bring you the family story, including the dramatic steps they are taking actually today to buy the children more time. That's coming up tomorrow right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Bring your tissues for that one.
Oh my gosh, it's incredible.
All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:35.
Allison Martinez filling in for Mark Peterson. He's at the farm this week, you know?
Yes, he is. I am hoping to see some photos or some updates as soon as possible.
He puts them up. They're up. They're there.
We're talking rain, and we'll have more coming up in your first alert weather forecast.
And whether you're in need of a backpack or some notebook paper for those folders, it's back to school time, and I have details on how you can get those items for free at the Northeast Community Center.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
No way these weekend warriors are going to climb that hill. Don't judge them by their zip code. Judge them by their Quattro. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
I'm Mark Peterson. Research shows that older adults want to stay in their homes for as long as possible. But as we age, our needs change. There are modifications you can make to allow elderly individuals to stay in a home comfortably and safely. For tips, tools, and resources, visit this website.
Hey, Donnie, can you give me one reason to call the advocates?
Sorry, Ken, I can't.
I can. I mean, who fights like we do? You can't give me one reason?
Nope.
How about that we take on big insurance bullies? We're not afraid of any case. We're passionate and smart. Really? You can't come up with one reason?
I can't come up with one, Ken. Because there are 500 million.
All the money we've recovered for our clients. Injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
Considering selling your RV? R&R wants it. Tired of paying storage fees? R&R needs it. Just don't use it anymore? R&R will buy it. Due to a critical shortage of pre-owned RVs, R&R RV is currently paying our absolute top dollar for your used RV. Any year, any make, any model. Turn your RV into cash or flip it for a newer model. So if you no longer use it or want it, let R&R RV buy it. Visit the R&R RV Superstore in Liberty Lake or call Keith at 509-499-2601.
Summer might not be a vacation for families experiencing homelessness, but while Family Promise teaches parents life skills, kids have the chance to explore and have fun.
Without the routine of school, summer is really challenging for homeless children. With the help of Numerica, kids are able to enjoy lots of fun activities.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Family Promise as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
The stars of Daisy Jones and the Six. Y'all look so rock and roll right now. And we're taking it to music school.
Step into my classroom.
Watch Kelly today at 4 and 4 News Now at 5.
It's not just designed to look good. It's built to command attention. The new fully electric Audi Q8 e-tron models. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
All right, welcome back. If you're looking for a place to do some back-to-school shopping, you can head to the Hilliard Farmers Market at the Northeast Community Center this afternoon.
And this is a big one. It is hosting a back-to-school event where you can get supplies your kids need to tackle the new year. And the best part, it's all free. Let's get right to Sydney Charles live this morning with a sneak peek of what you can find there.
That's right, Robin. I am with Jenna Ray, who is the Associate Director of the Northeast Community Center. That's where this back-to-school event is taking place. So, Jenna, tell me a little bit about what people can expect at today's event.
Absolutely. So we have all the things that you need to be set up right for school. We have backpacks full of age-appropriate school supplies. So depending on what grade you're in, we'll be ready for you. We also have hygiene supplies. Awaken Church has offered us so many different things, and so you can make sure that you've got all the toothpaste and toothbrushes and all of those things that you need, hand sanitizer. And of course, you want to look your best. So we have Black London's is actually going to be here with many stylists to give those boys and girls haircuts for free so that you can look and feel your best. And just to make it a fun carnival event, we have giveaways, we have raffles, we have a BMX bike.
Oh, we have a BMX bike.
Yes,
wow.
With a helmet and a lock, so you can ride yourself to school this year. And lots of other things that you can have, eat, and do tonight.
Amazing. And just tell me, so this is again from 3 to 7, the Hilliard's Farmers Market, and then this back-to-school event is going to be from 3 to 6, correct?
Correct. So all your favorite cartoon characters, everything, all of the fun activities that you can do, that's from 3 to 6. And then you can shop our Hilliard Farmers Market from 3 to 7.
That's right, guys. So you heard it from her. Come on over. You guys can get those free school supplies. I might take this backpack home. It looks pretty good on me. I'm just kidding. But reporting in Spokane, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Sydney. Here is your 10-second takeaway. We do have heat coming our way as well as a lot of haze. Tomorrow you can expect rain and potential thunderstorms, and our high for the day is 94 degrees.
Well, for weeks now, there's been a growing problem of retail theft. Some stores in big cities being targeted repeatedly.
Yeah, we've heard plenty of these stories. And this morning, 10 people are now under arrest in Los Angeles as part of a 2-day sting operation at this Nike store. Police saying they've recovered more than $3,000 worth of merchandise, but they say that's only a drop in the bucket compared to how much has been taken from that store in recent months. The National Retail Federation says organized retail crime is on the rise, accounting for $94.5 billion in losses in 2021, driven by inflation and what critics say is a lack of law enforcement.
It's extremely difficult to quantify the degree of the problem because not a lot of information is shared.
Now, some retailers taking matters into their own hands. Walgreens has opened an anti-theft store in Chicago where all but 2 aisles of merchandise are locked up and need to be ordered from a kiosk. Others are shutting down their doors altogether. Nordstrom just closed its flagship store in San Francisco after more than 30 years amid concerns about crime and declining foot traffic. Pretty awful.
Yeah, it really is. It's now 6:42.
All right, after the break, it is one of the most unexpectedly confusing things for a new parent, making sure your baby is safe in their car seat. In this week's Miracle Monday, we take a look at a program from Providence and Safe Kids Spokane that will help make sure your child is safe for free.
Download the 4 News Now app today. Summer storms, sudden, intense, dangerous. 4 News Now First Alert Weather warns you in advance.
Up to quarter-size hail.
Keeping you informed until the threat is past and your family is safe. On the air, on the app, only on 4 News Now.
ABC's World News Tonight at 4 News Now, when the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home, watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we do one thing, and we do it well. We're plumbers. In fact, we're the largest plumbing company in the region, and we're proud to say we've been voted the best plumbing company since 2009. We give you upfront pricing, so you know exactly what you'll pay before we start. And we do everything from drain cleaning to trench and sewer repair. So if you want your plumbing done right the first time, call a plumber. And call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
Zerorez doesn't just clean carpets. We also clean area rugs, upholstery, tile and grout, and more. Basically anything you, your kids, or your pets can ruin, with Zerorez, you can have nice things again. Zerorez, a smarter, lasting clean.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
You may be experiencing anxiety or stress regarding all the news about COVID-19. Optum is opening its emotional support helpline, providing access to specially trained mental health specialists. This is a toll-free number, and it will be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for as long as necessary. This is a free service. 866-342-6892. That's 866-342-6892.
At St. Joseph's Indian School, we know that a Native American child's future depends on a strong foundation of community, culture, and education. To learn more, go to stjo.org today.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
All right, it's now 7:15. There are many anxieties associated with bringing a new baby home, including how best to travel with your newborn in the car.
The Providence Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, in partnership with Safe Kids Spokane, offers car seat checks, and they are completely free. In this month's Miracle Monday report, Sydney Charles tells us about car seat safety and what you can expect at these appointments.
The next time you've got a question about driving with your child, bring your car seat to Providence, and they'll help make sure your child is safe the next time they buckle up. Riding in the car is one of the most dangerous things a child can do. The Child Passenger Safety Program gives out helpful information and provides hands-on training for parents.
It takes about a half an hour. They can come in and we'll check out everything about their car seat.
Renee Whitmer is the Child Passenger Safety Technician for the program.
Car seats are confusing to many parents, and the manuals can be super confusing. And so if they can come and I can give them the hands-on training and teach them how to do it in person, they usually feel a lot more comfortable and able to install it and use it properly.
Emily Moser is a caregiver at Sacred Heart, and she's also a mom.
It's been a delight to watch her grow up and transition from a newborn to 4 months old.
Emily had her first car seat inspection about 3 weeks before giving birth. She says knowing her child will be safe when leaving the hospital made her feel less stressed when preparing to deliver her baby girl.
To have the car seat installed correctly, it offered me peace of mind. It was something I didn't even need to think about. I knew she was as safe as she could be in the car. And so it was just one less thing to think about when I was bringing her home.
Emily also says the atmosphere was very welcoming, which can be helpful for new parents trying to learn.
It's a judgment-free zone. It was very comfortable and really helpful to have Renee's knowledge, making sure that the car seat was in. Bringing home a baby is very expensive. Every parent knows this, and to have free resources in the community to make sure that our children are as safe as they can be is really valuable.
To sign up for your free appointment, just visit Sacred Heart's website, locate patients and visitors, and find the tab that says Safe Kids and Car Seat Technician. If you'd like to support the Children's Miracle Network, you can find the donation page under this story on KXLY.com. 100% of your donation stays right here in our own community. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Really important to make sure they are strapped in safely.
For sure. Hey, here is your live look this morning. Hazy this morning. Going to be really hot today, but if you step outside, you might have a little, here's your word for the day, horripilation.
Oh, excuse me?
It's goosebumps. Okay. There you go. Word of the day. Now you know. But later.
Saving that one.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I'll tell you how to spell it too.
Not today, though. With these 94 degrees, likely no goosebumps quite yet. It is going to be a hazy day today. Winds just 5 to 7 miles per hour. You're not going to be getting too much relief from those winds, and that will continue into our evening. We have a low of 64 degrees, so not too much relief from either the wind or the overnight temperatures. Now we're tracking our forecast forecast radar, and you can see that we have some systems making their way throughout our region tomorrow, starting around 11 a.m. This is a look at 2 p.m. You can see the activity we have throughout our region. We have about a 40% chance of rain in the afternoon, and as we make our way through the evening, those chances hike up to 80%. You can see how much activity we have going on. We also have some chances of potential thunderstorms, and we'll be sure to keep you updated as we head into our Tuesday. Like I said, into our evening as well. We have lots of rain throughout our region. Here's a look at exactly how much rain you could expect. Half an inch in Spokane. We'll be seeing the most activity in northern Idaho, Sandpoint, an inch. Same for Kellogg. Now, here is a look at our temperatures right now. You can see we're pretty warm throughout the region, 55 in 9 Mile, 57 in the valley, and we're going to hike up very quickly. Temperatures in the 90s, even in 100 in Omak, 100 in Grand Coulee, 99 in Moses Lake. It is a hot, hot start to your work week. Now, here is a look at your planning forecast. You can see we have some chances of rain on Tuesday and Wednesday, and as we head into Thursday, we'll be dry through the rest of the week.
All right, Allison, thank you very much. Good morning. Northwest time is now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up.
All right, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Washington Trust Bank.
Feel protected under our roof with expert agents who will find the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy your dreams. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2024 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Plus, 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Drive new Subaru models with 4.9% financing at AutoNation Subaru.
Granite Concepts brings your vision of new countertops to life in 5 easy steps. 1. Preview over 150 slabs on our website, then in person. 2. We'll professionally laser template your project. 3. We'll design your countertop by digitally plotting the most beautiful areas from your hand-selected slab. 4. We'll precision cut a perfect fit and customize with one of a variety of edge profiles. And 5. We'll immaculately install your new countertops in less than a day. Granite Concepts. Beauty set in stone.
It's a factory-authorized clearance at Blue Compass RV. Before the 24s arrive, every 23 must go. Every reasonable offer will be accepted. All 23s come with an exclusive 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. A $5,000 value only Blue Compass can provide. If you've ever dreamed of owning a new RV, now is your time. Every 23 must go at the factory-authorized clearance only at Blue Compass RV.
Even now, through it all, we are resilient, reaching out, sharing stories, safely helping, even from home. We will get through this together. And when we do, our communities, our country will need us more than ever. We are part of something bigger. We are Senior Corps.
Feel protected under our roof with expert agents who will find the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy your dreams. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53 on the nose. Time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint.
Yes, Sydney Charles live with an event that can help you get your kids ready to go get back to school for free.
And Allison Martinez has your forecast with a major cool down on the horizon.
But first, police say a body was found in downtown Spokane early Sunday morning that had apparent traumatic injuries. The man was found around 1 a.m. near Wall Street and West Railroad Avenue. Spokane Police Department says their major crimes unit is now conducting this death investigation. The identity of the man, along with his cause of death, will be released at a later date. And with information on what happened is asked to call Crime Check. That number on your screen right now.
The Gray Fire has scorched more than 10,000 acres near Medical Lake. It is 85% contained today. This is a look at the work firefighters have been doing to contain it. Inside fire lines, crews are actively patrolling and working to put out hot spots. The wildfire has torched nearly 200 homes and buildings in its path since it started 10 days ago.
About 50 miles to the northeast, crews are having a tougher time getting a handle on the Oregon Road fire. Right now, a crew of 800 personnel have that fire at 41% containment. Aerial support has been crucial to fighting this fire. This is the latest evacuation map for those living near Elk. There are no longer any level 3 evacuations, but those living in the yellow regions are encouraged to be set to leave at a moment's notice.
We do have a pretty massive cool down on its way later this week, but before we get there, we have some pretty hot temperatures. Today, we're taking a look at our highs throughout the region, and we're in the 90s region-wide, with even temperatures crossing into 100 in Omak, Grand Coulee, and Ritzville. And of course, with these hot temperatures, we like to remind you to do everything you can to take care of yourself and your loved ones, such as drinking plenty of water, finding shade, air conditioning, and checking in on those in vulnerable groups.
We have new information in the University of Idaho murders case. Attorneys for Brian Kohberger, the man accused of killing 4 U of I students in their off-campus home, are pushing to have cameras removed from the courtroom for the remainder of the proceedings. In a court filing Friday, Kohberger's team argues that camera operators have failed to obey the earlier instruction by Judge John Judge to avoid exclusively focusing on Kohberger. You can read the full court document right now on KXLY.com.
In Georgia today, charges against former President Donald Trump will face a major test. District Attorney Fani Willis will lay out the details of her anti-racketeering case against Trump, his Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and 17 other co-defendants at a federal hearing. This will be the first time substantive arguments will be made in court about the 4 criminal cases brought against Trump this year.
The FBI is now investigating the shooting in Jacksonville, Florida, Saturday as a federal hate crime. 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmiter has been identified as the gunman who shot and killed 3 people inside a Dollar General store Saturday. All the victims were black. You can see the latest on the investigation coming up during Good Morning America.
This morning, an investigation is underway into what caused a U.S. Marine Corps aircraft to crash in Australia, killing 3 Marines. At least 5 other people were injured. President Biden released a statement writing, "Jill and I send our deepest condolences to the families of the Marines who lost their lives in this deadly crash. We are praying for those who also suffered injuries."
Tropical storm Idalia is expected to intensify into a hurricane today and make landfall in Florida Wednesday morning in the Panhandle near Tallahassee. The storm's expected arrival this week has prompted Florida to deploy swiftwater rescue teams as local officials called for evacuations, announced school closures, and warned people to prepare their property.
And if you're in need of some school supplies like a backpack, a notebook, pencils, or anything, the Northeast Community Center is hosting a free back-to-school event this afternoon. It's from 3 to 6. You can attend for free. Again, parents do not need to bring any identification. Just bring yourself, head on over for all the fun. Again, 3 to 6 p.m. today. You can get free backpacks, free food. There's going to be music. Reporting in Spokane, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
If your morning commute takes you across the Maple Street Bridge, you may need to leave a little bit earlier over the next few weeks. The city of Spokane is beginning a 10-week project in an effort to strengthen the bridge's capacity. Here's a quick look at the traffic detours. The vehicle reroute is marked on your screen in light blue there, right in the middle. Northbound lanes on Maple close at 8 o'clock at night and reopen at 6 o'clock in the morning. Southbound traffic is being reduced to 1 lane. This initial phase of the detour is expected to last until September 9th. Drivers encouraged to follow the City of Spokane on social media for updates. Final check of weather next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
When you're looking to upgrade the look and energy efficiency of your home, no one does a better job at a better price than McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. For over 65 years, McVeigh Brothers has been on the cutting edge of the newest technologically advanced products sold. We're now offering triple pane windows, custom colored windows of your choice, and amazing mini blinds between the glass that will last a lifetime. At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
A local family's lives shattered by a shocking diagnosis.
Like adult dementia, it's just with your kids.
A cruel twist of fate for not one son, but two, and the dramatic steps they're taking to raise awareness and hopefully buy time. Tomorrow only on Good Morning Northwest.
It is a hazy and warm morning in downtown Spokane today, and it is only going to continue staying hazy as we move throughout our week. Currently, we have a high of 94 for this Monday, and we're cooling down quite drastically as we move throughout our week. We'll drop down to 80 on Tuesday and 69 on Wednesday. On Tuesday and Wednesday, you can also expect some rain making its way throughout our region with some possible thunderstorms on Tuesday. And as we head into the rest of the week, you can see we cool down to 73 on Thursday, and we'll hike back up for the weekend.
Okay, so really the last really hot day for a while.
Sounds good to me. Hey, we will take a break, and we'll see you back here during Good Morning America.